America's Sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, are getting a 400% pay raise. With the premiere of season 2 of their Netflix TV show, we also found out about this change. If you're familiar with the NFL at all, you're also familiar with the iconic DCC squad. It has been a part of the tapestry of the league and that team for so long. But if you watched the first season of their TV show, you also had a chance to kind of see the intensity that these women go through to do this job. From the first season, we saw not only the intensity of just making the squad, but the amount of physical training that this required, the long days that they were doing, the number of jobs that they were working on top of this part-time job, and some of the physical challenges that we saw these women have after their time on the squad. One of the things that especially stood out to me was how many of these women ended up having hip issues and having to have surgery after their time on the squad. And long hours, intense physical workouts, and yes, health issues can all be side effects of being a professional athlete. And I know someone is going to comment that these women are not professional athletes, but dance, in fact, is a sport. And if you personally can jump into that split like they do, then we can talk about it. But we also found out from that show how little these women were paid. For the 2024 season, the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders squad made $15 an hour plus $500 for appearances, because in addition to their time at games, the DCC squad is also expected to appear at various events. We see some of those appearances in the show, and a lot of those events are local to Dallas, but last year we even saw them appear at an F1 race. But the point is that $15 an hour rate was actually a pay increase that happened as a result of settling a lawsuit with a previous DCC squad member. That lawsuit was settled back in 2019, which caused that pay increase. And now we're seeing that with this change, this 400% increase, veteran cheerleaders will make up to $75 an hour. And another thing that's important to point out is that these cheerleaders are not considered full-time employees of the Dallas Cowboys, which means that they do not have benefits like health insurance to deal with some of these issues that we've seen these cheerleaders go through. And so while the squad does have access to team doctors and physical therapists, any larger issues would be outside of their health insurance. And the thing about this is that a job like being a professional cheerleader and a professional dancer requires a lot of work and time outside of the hours that you're actually being paid for. You have to keep yourself in shape, you have to rehearse, you have to also make sure that you're able to pay your bills outside of what you're getting paid there. And that's how we ended up with things like members of the squad showing their day in the life and finding out that they were working 3 jobs in addition to the cheerleading squad. So like the cheerleaders that have been quoted about this, I do agree that this is a massive step forward for these cheerleaders. The Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders before their television show were a massive part of the iconic brand of the Cowboys, and getting to see them move towards this being a more reasonable wage is a great thing. And it is exciting to see them getting a little bit more of their due. So if you watched last season or you're watching this season currently, do you feel like you understand a little bit more of the physical requirements that it takes to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader? Is it something you would do truly for the love of being a part of that sport? And do you think that the pay raise is enough? Let me know your thoughts, and also let me know where you are in your binge of season 2 of America's Sweethearts.